3 weeks ago, Chris Dawson was found guilty of murdering his first wife. But Lynette's family still doesn't know where she is.
She's still missing. We still need to bring her home.
The state government wants to make it impossible for convicted murderers to be granted parole unless they work with police to find their victims' remains.
So they could be treated with respect and dignity and be buried in the proper funeral service.
The proposed law is modelled on a Queensland reform. Over 5 years, it's been used in 10 parole applications, but hasn't led to the discovery of any remains.
If the objective is to find the remains, victims of homicide offences, and to provide some closure to their families, then these laws have not achieved their objective.
But justice can't be truly served until families can say their final goodbyes.
Some legal experts say the parole system is being politicised.
There seems to be a trend in politicians making mileage out of the grief of victims' families to create a, harsh on crime agenda.
There are concerns that instead of encouraging the truth, the proposed law could just give families false hope. Lynette Dawson's relatives have pleaded with Chris Dawson to confess, but they've admitted it's unlikely to happen.
I think it's more of a legacy for Lynn rather than a probability of finding her body.
They have a plan, just in case.
I know my dad has always spoken about scattering whatever ashes we may find of her off Clovelly. I think that would be the closest to closure we could possibly get.
The government hopes to enact the law this year. Ruby Cornish, ABC News, Sydney.